Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. So today I decided that I want to have a little bit of fun with this video. So today I am going to talk about some of my favorite bottles in my collection. And basically I bought it for the bottle, but what about the juice? So all these bottles in my opinion are a 10 out of 10, but what is the juice? What is the juice out of 10? Okay, so if you're interested, please keep watching. Before we get started with the video, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Roxanne and this is Roxanne's Retreat. If this is your first time joining me, thank you and welcome. And if you've been here before and you decided to come back, big up your whole self. Big up your whole entire self. Truly, truly, truly appreciate your continued support of my channel. Now, if you're not already subscribed, what y'all wait for? Go ahead and click that subscribe button. While you're down there, make sure your notification bell is turned on and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, okay? So let's get into my scent of the day. So today my scent of the day is a dupe. I am trying out this dupe, and this is Mystic Bouquet from the House of Afnan. So you guys already know, that this is supposedly duping the good girl Valaya. The good girl Valaya. My favorite fragrance. So yeah, duh, I had to get the dupe because I wanted to see what the dupe was doing. So I already sprayed it and whatnot. I wore it. So I do have some thoughts. Now, to me, like this smells like 90-95% Valaya, okay? It does. It really does. And they share some of the notes. So there's mandarin orange, peach, lychee, peony, orange blossom, vetiver, ambroxan, vanilla, musk, just a whole heap of things. Smells like Valaya. It does. It does. But do you know where it falls short? It falls short. It falls short in performance. On my skin, the performance, TRASH. You know Valaya is nuclear on my skin, 10-12 hours. This one, when I wore it twice. I wore it to bed because I wanted to see what it was gonna do, and I could not smell it before I fell asleep. So I put it on after my shower. I was in bed. I want to say maybe 2 or 3 hours before I remember falling asleep, and I could not smell the fragrance. I wore it again. This time I wore it out in the elements, and same thing. Gave me about 3 hours on the skin. Okay, maybe it needs to sit, maybe it needs to macerate, but for now, although it smells like Valaya, it does not perform like Valaya. So for now, I will tell you to save your coins, get Valaya, unless, you know, you want to go through like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bottles of this. Well, it's about $40-something on Amazon. Valaya is $3-something retail, but you can get it other places for less. So yeah, maybe you should save your coins and get Valaya. I'm going to use this because it smells like Valaya, and I love the smell of Valaya. But so far, the performance, nah. It not work, okay? So my scent of the day, Mystic Bouquet from Afnan. Okay, let's get into my favorite bottles and let's judge the juice in those bottles. So as a fragrance collector, a fragrance addict, I admit I buy fragrances sometimes just for the bottle. Sometimes I smell the fragrance, it's not that great, but I like the bottle and I buy it. Sometimes I blind buy the fragrance just because of the bottle, and then the fragrance comes and I'm like, yeah, okay, what was I thinking? But the bottle is pretty, so we're gonna go through 10 of my favorite bottles in my collection. I don't know, yeah, like these are great. These are great bottles. I have more that I love, but we're gonna stick to 10. Anyways, and we are going to talk about the fragrance, and I'll give you my rating out of 10 for the fragrance. So the first one here is this right here from the House of Bulgari. And this is their newest release. It is called Chill and Soul. Okay, y'all know. Look at the bottle. Y'all know why I bought it. These bottles are everything. I want every single one of them, okay? All of them. This is a pretty bottle. The Juice. Now, this fragrance is supposed to be really a freshie. So there's neroli, there's lemon, orange blossom, and petitgrain. So it's a little green, the neroli and the petitgrain. If you don't like anything green, stay away from this. And then you have those, you know, the orange blossom that gives it just like a hint of sweetness. Definitely not groundbreaking. You have to be into a green fragrances. You know, this is great for the summertime. This is great for the high heat. But if you don't like a green fragrance, stay the heck away from this one. As for me and my nose, of course, the packaging, 10 out of 10, right? 10 out of 10. Everybody here gets 10 out of 10 for packaging. The Juice, I would give the Juice a 4.5 out of 10. I'm not really a green fragrance girl. I have a couple of fragrances that pull a little bit green. When I wear this, I'm going to sweeten it up. I am going to sweeten this bad boy up. But y'all, the bottle though. So 4.5 out of 10 for the Juice. The bottle, 10 out of 10. Okay? Bulgari, you got me. You got me good. And of course, you guys know I have Bachami, which is another gorgeous bottle, the red. And I want them all just for the bottle, okay? Hey, don't judge me. Okay, next up we have this one right here from Carolina Herrera. And this one is called Good Girl, a Dazzling Garden. So, you know, the Good Girl packaging is very polarizing. You just either love it or you hate it. I happen to love it because I just like high-heeled shoes. And these are just pretty. So of all the Good Girls I have, I picked this one. I mean, I have quite a few different design bottles, but I picked the Dazzling Garden. So it's that purple one with the flower. Oh yeah, it's pretty. She's pretty. Now what about the Juice? What about the Juice? I'm gonna preface this by saying I'm really not an original Good Girl. I'm not a huge fan of that fragrance. I prefer so many more of the flankers, but I'm not, you know, I have a bottle, but I'm not really the biggest fan. I barely wear the thing. So Dazzling Garden. So it opens with almond, jasmine sambac, and tuberose are in the middle, and in the base there's cacao and tonka bean. I don't smell any cacao. I smell a little bit of the tonka. Anyways, 10 out of 10 for the shoe. I like the shoe. It has like all these little details here. The fragrance itself, like literally, the performance is good. I get about 6-7 hours on the skin. It projects, you know. I wear it to the office. I mean, I don't overspray because it could get a little, you know, loud. In terms, so what am I going to give this one? 6 out of 10. So the Juice gets a 6 out of 10. It's not a bad juice. It's just not my favorite. So this is Good Girl Dazzling Garden. We love the packaging. 10 out of 10. But the Juice, we go and give it a 6. 6 out of 10 for the packaging. Good Girl Dazzling from Good Girl Dazzling Garden. From Carolina Herrera. Okay, next up, please pay my my lawn people no mind. I hope it's not too loud. It's loud here. But anyways, let us talk about this one. This is ACCENTO Overdose from the house of Xerjoff. Obviously, this is limited edition packaging. This is their Pride packaging. And if anybody knows me, they know that I love me some color. So 10 out of 10 for the packaging. I think I want to get a different one to wear more because I don't want this one to be done. I'm sorry. Am I wrong for that? But anyways, ACCENTO Overdose. Let us spray this on the... And these sprayers are pretty too. Very nice and even. Guan Xerjoff. Guan. Yeah, this is pretty. So this is fruity notes. There's aldehydes in the opening. This fragrance, I can tell you, it lasts forever on my skin. Before we get into any other thing, this lasts and it projects like crazy. It's better than moderate projection, better than moderate sillage. In the middle, there's some florals. There's some jasmine. Probably like a woody base. No woods in here. Anyways, long story short, very pretty fragrance. Accento Overdose. Great fruity floral. It's sweet. And it's well balanced because you're not getting, nothing is like really booming, standing out at you. It's really well blended. So if you don't like jasmine, this is safe because you really can't pick out the jasmine. If you don't like fruits, this is safe because it's not overly fruity. It's just a really pretty, well balanced fragrance. So in terms of the juice, this one definitely gets an 8 out of 10. So it's not only about your looks, your fragrance, your juice is a juicing. So yep, this is Accento Overdose from the house of Xerjoff, and this is the Pride packaging. Okay, next up we have this one right here. And this is not Vanilla Love. This is Iris Crush. This is Iris Crush from Jimmy Choo. So I love these bottles. This is a Jimmy Choo, I guess, Privé line. Love these bottles. So this one, I've never heard anybody really speak about this fragrance. And I'm in love with it. Maybe because I like powdery fragrances. But this one, spoiler alert, I love it. So this is Freesia, Pink Pepper Neroli. There's Iris, so hence it's called Iris Crush. There's like a lipstick note. It's very powdery, very feminine, very soft girl era. Yeah. Depending on the person, they might say that this pulls a little mature. Guess what? I'm mature, so I love it. I love this fragrance. It's light, it's airy, it's very appropriate for my life. I could wear this to work. I can overspray. I could get my entire life. This is a pretty fragrance. Yeah, in the base there's some musk, some tonka bean, some patchouli. I don't get any of that patchouli, but I do get that powdery, that iris effect, because there's iris and there's lipstick. Because sometimes iris can come off a little waxy, and then sometimes it's powdery. It just depends. But so 10 out of 10 for the packaging. I love these bottles. I actually want Vanilla Love, but it's just on my wish list. 10 out of 10 for the packaging. And the juice, literally the juice gets an 8. The juice gets an 8 out of 10. Iris Crush from Jimmy Choo. This gives me about, I want to say 5 or 6 hours on the skin with overspraying. It's not a loud fragrance. It doesn't project. It's not gonna command a room. You live in a very feminine, just a very feminine, soft girl bubble. It's powdery. Yeah. So this is Iris Crush. 8 out of 10 is what the juice gets from the house of Jimmy Choo. There's no way that this wouldn't make the list. Like, literally. Pink Me Up from Atelier des Ors. Like, these bottles are everything. These bottles are everything. I just love them. So, let's see what we're giving the juice. What are we giving the juice? The juice is loose. Okay, so yeah, this is just like a very pretty, very fruity fragrance. Bubbly. There's a note of champagne. There's rose. It is nothing like Dom Rosa. Dom Rosa was a no for me. It was like a catch and release. As soon as I got it, it had to go. It was, I wasn't feeling it. Anyways, Pink Me Up has, it's really girly. It's really fun, flirty. To me, it's rose dominant. It opens with something citrus. And then I get a little sweetness, and I think that's from the orange blossom. Pretty fragrance. Pretty fragrance for a pretty bottle. There's a hint of something a little powdery here, so there might be a purple floral. But anyways, in terms of the juice performance, this is not the best performer. I get maybe 4 hours on my skin these days. It doesn't really project, you know. Basically, this is all about the bottle. All about the bottle. The juice gets a 5. It's just like it's pretty juice, but it's not like something that's super unique or anything like that, you know. But I love the bottle. I love the bottle. How would I not get this bottle? Because of the juice. Like, there's another one. There's a couple other ones that I want. I think it's called Blue Madeline. And then the last one that came out, I think it's Villa Primrosa. Something like that. But the bottles are gorgeous, y'all. They're gorgeous. Anyways, Pink Me Up. The juice gets a 5 out of 10. The bottle, you already know, gets a whole 10 out of 10. Check it out. Yep. So, yep, this is Pink Me Up from Atelier des Ours. Okay, next up is this one here from the House of Oud. Now, I could have picked any of my House of Oud bottles. My guy, he said this one is his favorite of the 3 that I currently own. And this is Keep Glazed. This is Keep Glazed from the House of Oud. Again, packaging, 10 out of 10. All of them are 10s. But the juice, what do we think about the juice? So this fragrance, it opens with strawberry leaf, and you can get like that leafy smell in the opening. There's also mango in the opening, but the mango is not, it smells like green. It doesn't smell like a juicy mango. Like, which fragrance can I say has a juicy mango? Whatchamacallit, the new Flower Bomb. Tiger Lily has a juicy mango. Mango Skin from Wilhelm Perfumery. That mango is more green. But, so this one to me comes off a little green too. There's whipped cream. There's coconut in here. You know, in the beginning, my first like 15-20 minutes of wearing this fragrance, it's green. It is just green. Then as it dries down, it gets a little bit sweet on me. Fruity notes, there's ginger in the base, there's more fruit, there is musk, and there is precious woods. Yeah. If you guys have Keep Glazed, tell me how it wears on you. Like, mine does not give me that sweet mango vibe that I desire. So I'm still in search of my favorite mango fragrance. But yeah, so this is Keep Glazed. So in terms of the juice and how it wears, gives me about 4 to 5 hours on the skin. It's not a projecting fragrance. Like I said, I really do get annoyed in the beginning because I wanted like a sweet juicy mango, and what I get on my skin is like a green strawberry leaf. Okay, that's what I get. But you know, as it dries down, it does get a little bit sweeter, but not as sweet as I want it to get. So Keep Glazed. For the juice, I will give it a 5. 5 out of 10 for the juice. It's not bad, but it's just not what I was expecting. But I'm going to keep the fragrance. I'm going to finish it and layer it and find different ways to love it. But yep, Keep Glazed from the House of Oud. Okay, so you guys, I would be absolutely remiss if I did not have a House of Sillage fragrance here, because we know House of Sillage packaging, always a 10 out of 10. I have a few cupcakes. I could have picked any one for this, but yellow's my favorite color, so we are going with Hufflepuff. 10 out of 10 for the packaging. Now, this fragrance opens with lemon. There's coconut. There's peach. So there's a very fruity, very bright, very tropical opening. In the middle, we have some gardenia, freesia, jasmine. So the white florals are in the middle, and in the base, we have vanilla. Everybody, we already know that we love Hufflepuff. It is a gorgeous lemon candied kind of vibe, and I really like this profile. Like, it reminds me of Devotion, or Devotion reminds me of it. It's along the same lines of Lyra, which I decluttered because it was doing something on me, and Bake, I think, by Acra, which I don't own, but It's on my list. But anyways, very pretty fragrance. Gives me about 6 hours on the skin with some overspraying and definitely layering with lemon pound cake from Bath and Body Works or my lemon body butter from Sugar Mama Fragrances. That extends the life and it just gives it everything. So 10 out of 10 for the packaging. The juice definitely gets an 8.5. So this is Hufflepuff from the House of Sillage. Next up, we have this one from the House of Bond number 9. And I have the Bedazzled bottle, okay? Oh, this way. Now, this is New York Nights. You guys already know. We don't even have to go into the notes and all that because you already know this is a love for me. One of my very favorite Bond number 9 fragrances. The bottle is everything. The skyline of New York City. So 10 out of 10 for the packaging. And the juice, may I say, it's a 9. It's a 9. It's caramel. It's just yummy on me. I love this fragrance. This is a fragrance that will forever be in my collection. I love it. I love to wear it all year round. If it's really hot in the summertime, I wear it like on an evening date, but I need a new one. This is New York Nights from Bond number 9, New York. 10 out of 10 for the packaging. In terms of performance, it gives me about 7 hours on the skin, really. It's a really great performing fragrance. Projection, sillage, absolutely on point. A compliment getter. This will get you compliments. I love it. I love this fragrance. So the juice, we're going to give the juice a 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for the packaging, 9 out of 10 for the juice. New York Nights from the House of Bond number 9, New York. Next one, we have LAMAR from the House of Kajal. Yeah, this packaging, I love these bottles. I love them. Some people find it, you know, a little gaudy and it's hard to store, but I have more than enough room. It's a fragrance package that I absolutely love. Look at this. Look at this. It just speaks royalty. And the juice itself. This is like a juicy, fruity floral. Really juicy. Very juicy. Pineapple. There's some red berries. Apple, cardamom. In the middle, there's this where you have your florals. There's some rose. I think there's a white floral. And in the base, there's vanilla, musk, benzoin. It's gorgeous. This is a gorgeous fragrance. So the packaging, 10 out of 10. Everybody gets a 10. The juice, it lasts on my skin, gives me about 7 hours with moderate projection, moderate sillage. The juice gets a 7.5. This is LAMAR from the House of Kajal. Last but certainly not least, we have this one right here. This is Moon Glory from The Harmonist. You know, I love these bottles. Like, I know it might not be like a favorite in terms of the bottle, but I just love this design. It's very minimalistic, just very pretty. And it needs some friends. I need to get Hypnotizing Fire. That's my next Harmonist purchase. But yeah, this here is a very pretty, very sophisticated, honeyed floral fragrance. There's white florals. There's honey. The honey really, really sings on my skin. So that being said, I really don't wear this too much in the heat. If I wear this when it's hot, it has to be in the evening and I have to spray it lightly. This will give you a big fat headache. With the white florals and the honey, if you overspray this, you're looking for trouble. You hear me? You are looking for trouble. So, like I said, 10 out of 10 for the packaging because I love it. The juice, definitely a 7. The juice is a 7. And I minus some points because, you know, I live in Florida and I can't wear it all the time because these honey fragrances, they can get so dense and really, really disturb you if you overspray. So yeah, this is Moon Glory from The Harmonist and the juice gets 7 out of 10 from me. Okay, y'all, so that brings us to the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me know, what are your favorite bottles in your collection? And what do you give the juice if you like the bottle? Anyways, like I always say, we could be anything in this world we want to be. Hard work, dedication, and of course, perseverance. Even if we're not there, we need to smell like good people at all times. Smell like a good people. Okay? See you in the next one.